on Sunrise and streaming on crossroadstoday.com. Tensions are boiling over in Refugio, why the city council unanimously fired its attorney. And with the heat index values soaring above 100 degrees, doctors are warning of dangerous conditions and how to stay safe. Plus, Victoria's nightlife is changing, why some bars are raising age limit requirements.
Well, talking about that heat, we're going to have a copy-paste forecast from yesterday to today, but we could get closer to 110 to 115 heat index values towards the weekend. We'll talk about it coming up.
You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning, Crossroads, and welcome to your Wednesday morning.
Yes, good morning, everybody.
And we've got to be on alert, on guard. I meant to buy sunblock yesterday, but I put it off. So today's the day because we need it.
Definitely some sunblock, but also some water. That's going to be crucial. Maybe even some electrolytes as well will help out because it is going to be hot once again here for today, but it gets hotter towards the weekend and a lot of activities go on during the weekend, such as outdoor sports. So please be mindful of the heat. Temperatures right now, 78 degrees, mostly clear skies to mostly cloudy skies. It's kind of just been in a mix of that right now, but we're really seeing 90 degrees here by the let's just say noontime frame here for us, and eventually we will get back into that 95 number here by the afternoon, and we'll just coast slowly down back into the low 90s before the sun sets and bring our temperatures back down into the 80s. Now, the heat index, though, that's the number that we've been watching here. We'll be back in near the 100-degree mark by noontime, and then we'll likely get close to that 110 number once again here by our afternoon peak heating hours. So just a quick heads up, it is going to be hot. Make sure you take those frequent breaks, limit the outdoor activity, and as well stay hydrated because that's going to be crucial here over the next couple of days. Alert days are possible here for Thursday through Sunday. We're watching those heat index values fluctuate, but really looking for Saturday for that peak number there. We'll continue tracking that. Plus the rain opportunity here for Sunday looks a bit interesting. We'll talk about it coming up on Sunrise.
A Venezuelan national is facing charges in Goliad County after authorities say he re-entered the U.S. illegally following a prior deportation. Goliad County deputies say they stopped 39-year-old Johan Mosquera while he was driving. After ICE authorized his detention, investigators say he ran across Highway 59 and onto private farmland. He was later found on a neighboring ranch and arrested on 2 counts of criminal trespass on agricultural property along with evading arrest or detention. He's being held in the Goliad County Jail and is expected to be turned over to ICE after the local case is resolved. The Refugio Town Council fired its city attorney after unanimously approving a lack of confidence resolution during a special meeting July 21st. Council members cited concerns about Tim Pointer's communication and responsiveness, though they could not discuss details because of an ongoing criminal investigation involving the town. Pointer said he reported concerns involving dedicated funds and met with Texas Rangers earlier this year. He maintained his loyalty was to the town and the law. Mayor Wanda Dukes declined to comment. Today, we celebrate the life of a man who made a widespread impact on the Crossroads. Those who knew Brother Gary Moses are set to gather from 3 to 7 p.m. at the Victoria Community Center that now bears his name. An overflow viewing site will be available at the Club Westerner in downtown Victoria. Moses, who died earlier this month, will be remembered as a lifelong and devoted community volunteer. Just this week, commissioners declared today, July 29th, Brother Gary Moses Day. Today would have been his 77th birthday. With a heat advisory in effect across much of the region, doctors are urging people to take the temperatures seriously. Afternoon heat index values climb well above 100 degrees Tuesday, increasing the risk of dehydration, heat exhaustion, and heat stroke. A Victoria doctor says he's treated several patients for heat-related illness in recent weeks. Many arrive with warning signs like dizziness, nausea, headaches, heavy sweating, and muscle cramps.
You may notice cramping in your arms or legs. That's called heat cramps, and that's just like part of heat exhaustion. Heat exhaustion, you're still sweating, but you might start feeling lightheaded and really tired and that sort of thing. And so when you notice that, it's important to get some fluids in you, but mainly get out of the heat, try to get back in the air conditioning.
Doctors recommend drinking plenty of water, taking frequent breaks in the shade or air conditioning, and avoiding strenuous activity during the hottest part of the day. Now to a bizarre story about a popular website and how some of its former executives reacted to criticism. ABC's Hannah Batal has more on their response.
This morning, eBay has agreed to pay nearly $56 million to a Massachusetts couple after several former eBay employees targeted and harassed them with bizarre and gruesome deliveries.
So much anguish, so much conflict.
This bloody pig Halloween mask was just one of the items that Ina and David Steiner received at their home, along with a funeral wreath and live cockroaches and spiders.
We don't think that anybody should be stalked and harassed because they are speaking out online.
The Steiners run an online newsletter that was often critical of eBay. Back in 2020, 7 eBay employees were charged with harassment, including an alleged plan to hide a GPS tracker on the Steiners' car. Most of the defendants pleaded guilty. Some were sentenced to prison.
It was difficult and it was painful. It has definitely left scars, but we couldn't live with ourselves if we didn't take this as far as we physically and humanly could.
eBay condemned the harassment and apologized, saying it was wrong, reprehensible, and should never have happened. The company adding it's now strengthened its policies, procedures, controls, and training consistent with the company's ongoing commitment to uphold high standards of conduct and ethics.
It has changed who we are, but I think that we'll see more normal days ahead.
Hannah Batal, ABC News, New York.
President Trump hosted Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at the White House Tuesday. He met with the two leaders for separate talks. Zelensky said they discussed missile defense and diplomatic efforts in the Russia-Ukraine war, while a White House official said Netanyahu and Trump were expected to discuss the war with Iran, the framework agreement for peace in Lebanon, and efforts to expand the Abraham Accords. The White House has not released further information about what the leaders discussed. Victoria fire officials are investigating an afternoon fire. It broke out around 2 Tuesday in the 100 block of Magruder Drive. Officials say it started in a shed behind the home. Fire officials say the residents were home at the time and were able to get out safely.
The Victoria Fire Department responded to a structured fire in the 100 block of Magruder. Upon arrival, we found a outbuilding with heavy fire involvement and our process extinguishing. No exposures and no occupants.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation. The fire was contained only to the outbuilding behind the house. 2 Victoria bars are raising their age requirement to 25 and older. Shadows Bar and Rumors say the change is meant to create a safer, more respectful atmosphere for customers and staff. In a statement, management says they've seen more problems involving younger patrons, including disrespect towards staff, the businesses, and the surrounding area. They also plan to increase security inside the bars and throughout the parking lots. For more local news, weather, and sports, come to crossroadstoday.com. Families in the Crossroads area are getting help as children return back to school. Coming up next on 25 News Now Sunrise, the partnered effort giving back to the Crossroads.
Well, high pressure is expected to move west and build, but we are watching for a frontal boundary to move into Texas. I'll explain what that could mean for us in the Crossroads coming up. Well, good morning, Crossroads. Today, it's going to be more of a copy-paste forecast, kind of like what we saw yesterday. Pretty much exactly the same here for today. But as we head down towards the weekend, well, things are going to be shifting. It's going to get a lot steamier outside. We're going to see the heat index actually right around 110 to 115, especially as we get towards that Saturday, Sunday afternoon time. But here's what we're seeing for future heat indices for tomorrow. Anywhere from 104 to 105, right around the 59 corridor. And eventually we will get close to that 110 number once again here for Thursday. And as well, we repeat this pattern again for Friday. It'll be a little bit right around 100 degrees right around noontime, but then we get close to that 110 number once again for the afternoon hours. But once we get to Saturday and into Sunday, that's what will be close to that 115 number here, and as well as still maintaining a 110 heat index value for Monday. So it's going to be hot, it's going to be steamy. Make sure you take those frequent breaks, as well as staying hydrated if you're out and about. Limit the outdoor activity, and if you do feel overheated, go find some AC, cool off, and as well check on the people that are a little bit more vulnerable to the heat. But this high pressure is going to continue to build and move out towards the west. We'll watch for this mid-level system to push down south. This will bring a relatively weak out-of-season frontal boundary. It's not really dropping our temperatures, but it provides a little bit of lift here for our storms to fire up. And then we'll see it stall around the Austin region north of I-10, send an outflow boundary down south towards the crossroads, and we may see some of that lift action here for Saturday into Sunday. So right now, a little bit low on the confidence, 20% for the moment, but it could increase here as we head closer to the weekend. But yes, it is going to be a hot one, especially for this weekend as well.
Now we meet some university students who are passionate about helping animals. Michael Courier has more on how they came up with a way to help a tortoise.
When Speedy arrived at All Things Wild Rehabilitation Center,
what do you think? Is that it?
his future was uncertain after being hit by a car.
Unfortunately, what happened was it affected his spinal column. And so he's paralyzed partially on his two back legs. As you can see, his front legs work fine. It's just his back legs. And so when he walks along, he drags himself and he drags his back legs.
Mary Smith has helped care for Speedy for years. She also works at Southwestern University. So when she saw an opportunity to connect Speedy with students, she took it.
I do think he's sitting on it way better.
That's when applied physics major Amanda Mejia and computer science student Dante Medina got to work.
And they approached me and said, hey, I know like you live here and you love animals, so I think this would be the perfect project for you.
The goal was to build a device that could help him move more naturally.
So we used a 3D modeling device, which used CAD. In doing this, we were able to photo scan Speedy and see how big he was and get the right measurements from him. It took about 4 hours to get each individual component. We used different connecting shapes, so there was about like 6 pieces in each build, so that took a long time to get through.
I don't know what this is.
Not every version worked, but each new design was a step towards success.
It was heartwarming, honestly, seeing a tortoise.
Looking at him from the side?
Using the device that we built and seeing him move was a really big thing for our group.
And for Speedy, the difference was noticeable.
The main thing that he can do better is to get around the office. And he doesn't thump around like he was. This is really more meant for a smooth surface so that he can exist in the center.
The device isn't a cure. Speedy still spends time working to build strength, but inside, he can move without dragging the back of his shell across the floor.
Well, after visiting All Things Wild, I saw a bunch of different animals in need, and it's worth it to go through any amount of trouble to help any injured animal.
That's sort of his treat.
Getting ready for a new school year can be expensive. 25 News Now reporter Ray Mosley shows us how a local supplies and resource fair is easing the financial pressure on families.
Back to school season got a big boost from Crossroads families. Children picked out free backpacks and school supplies, while parents connected with local agencies offering health, nutrition, and family resources. From folders and rulers to stickers and support services, the fair aimed to make sure students head into the new school year prepared. College student Sonia De La Rosa brought her son and says she's grateful for the help.
It helps. Every little thing in this community helps. I'm not from Victoria. I'm from Yorktown, so all the little bit of help helps because Yorktown's so small, so it's good that Victoria is bigger and they help the surrounding area. So it's really nice to have that.
Driscoll Health Plan says events like this are more about connecting families with health care and resources that they need more than school supplies.
The feeling's really fulfilling, knowing that you're helping those in our local community to get ready for something as important as school is, and helping of all ages from elementary, middle, high school, even college kids, and everyone get ready. It's very fulfilling.
Organizers say partnering with Victoria College helps build a healthier, better prepared community in and out of the classroom. Ray Mosley, KAVU TV, 25 News Now.
If you see news happening, let us know. Call the number on your screen to contact our newsroom or email us your tips at staff@crossroadstoday.com. All right, it's time to celebrate some birthdays. Happy birthday to Clarissa, Javon, and Jarius. That's from Regina to this trio.
Happy birthday to the trio, and happy 17th birthday to Derek. Your mom loves you and hopes you have a great day.
Happy birthday to Shirley, with love from Dwayne, Melissa, Steve, Jessica, and your grandkids. Hope you have a wonderful day.
Happy birthday, Shirley, and happy 18th birthday to Jordan from mom, dad, brothers, and grandparents. And they love you and hope you have a great day.
Happy birthday to April from your mom.
Well, happy birthday, everybody. And to see your birthday wish live on 25 News Now Sunrise, come to crossroadstoday.com, click on the drop-down menu, then click the Home tab, and you'll see Submit Your Birthday Photo.
Happy birthday if you're celebrating one today. Still to come on Sunrise. Americans are feeling less optimistic about the economy this month. Find out what's making consumers worried.
Well, good morning, Crossroads. If you're just waking up with us this morning, temperatures right around the mid to upper 70s for most of us. If you're along the coastline, though, it is likely you're looking like more in the low 80s as of right now because you're a lot closer to the Gulf. But it is going to continue being humid here for the next couple of mornings, as well as hot for today, and likely even hotter as we get towards the weekend. We're seeing temperatures near 100 degrees along the 37 corridor. For us along the 59 corridor, we're going to be right around 95 once again for our afternoon highs. But looking out in the Gulf, not the Gulf. Thank goodness this is not in the Gulf. Out in the Pacific, Hurricane Genevieve is going to continue tracking at about 120 mile an hour winds, just moving at west-northwest at about 9 miles per hour. Pretty much a fish storm was what you would call that. As well, tropical depression now, Fausto, 35 mile per hour winds, just passing by the Hawaiian Islands. So not much going on in the Atlantic, though. We do got a lot of Saharan dust that has really just been dominant this entire season, really just canceling out any moisture or any increase in any tropical development here over the next couple of days, as well as likely that we've seen so far as well. So southeasterly breeze will pick up in our afternoon time. We'll see anywhere from 10 to 15 mile per hour winds. Gusts could get closer to 20. But it's the heat that we're going to continue talking about. We'll see close to 100 degrees here for Friday and Saturday. And yes, we do have a better rain opportunity there for Sunday. But the heat index, anywhere from 110 to 115 under those days where it says possible alert day.
Here's today's question of the day. It's National Ice Cream Month, so we ask you, what's your go-to ice cream flavor? Like us on Facebook, Crossroads Today. Post your answers to today's question, and we'll read them live coming up. Consumer confidence dropped slightly in July, a sign that Americans are feeling a bit more pessimistic about the economy and labor market. The latest data from the Conference Board shows a drop of 1.4 points to 90.8. Consumers surveyed mainly referenced rising food and grocery prices. Comments about oil and gas costs eased slightly from the previous month. Concerns about jobs and unemployment increased. American Airlines has resumed flights after a nationwide system outage. The airline says technology issues briefly impacted connectivity for some of its systems. This was the scene at Chicago O'Hare International Airport as passengers waited for their departures. However, those systems are coming back online now and flights are departing again, according to a statement from American. The FAA issued a temporary ground stop for 45 minutes while the issue was being resolved. It's unclear how many flights were impacted. Apple is giving you another way to get your hands on new products. The company just launched Apple Upgrade, a leasing program for iPhone, Macs, iPads, and Apple Watches. It works like a car lease where you pay a monthly fee for the device, but then you can pay it in full at the end of the period or return it. MacBooks are the most expensive item, followed by iPhones, watches, and iPads. You can enroll in the program online or at Apple stores with 2- and 3-year leases available. A fisherman owes his life to quick thinking and modern technology. Still to come on Sunrise, the fishing trip that turned into a rescue and news to know before you go. Today's question of the day. It's National Ice Cream Month, so we ask you, what's your go-to ice cream flavor?
Good one.
All right, let's see. Oscar says strawberry.
Nice.
Angelica says strawberry or Rocky Road. Tony says banana split from Dairy Queen, very
Ooh, that's-
delicious. John says Bluebell banana pudding, and Lily says Rocky Road.
That's pretty good. I'm plain Jane. I like vanilla, specifically Bluebell vanilla. That's my favorite. And I
Yeah.
will pretty much continue sticking with that flavor.
You know, we used to go on family trips to Mexico a lot, and I would get so frustrated when thinking I was picking up a vanilla flavored cone or something, and it would be coconut.
Oh my goodness.
But now I love coconut. I'll take coconut over
Coconut's
vanilla.
pretty good too. What's your go-to though?
Cookies and cream,
Cookies
so
and
guilty.
cream?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Definitely a good week though for ice cream as temperatures are going to be hot. That's the only way I can describe it. I've been trying to come up with different words to say hot for this week, but yes, it is going to be a hot one. Pretty much copy and paste here for today. 78 degrees as of right now. It is a bit humid outside, but the sun is starting to rise. A little bit less breezy though on the coast. We'll see knots at around 10 to 15 out of the southeast. Waves will be right around 2 to 3 feet. So it'll be mostly smooth there in the bays. But for today, pretty much like I mentioned, copy and paste from yesterday. We'll see the low 90s, getting mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Victoria going to be seeing some similar conditions as well, getting right around that 95-degree number once again. And yes, for Cuero, it'll be on the hotter side, getting into the upper 90s here for our afternoon time. And the breeze will pick up at about 10 to 15 mile per hour as well. So for the next 7 days, temperatures will be increasing. The possible alert days are going to remain as possible for right now. We're still watching, but the heat index anywhere from 110 to 115 under those possible alert day logos. So do want to give you a heads up, but we are tracking potentially a little storm that's going to try to roll through Sunday. We'll continue talking about that coming up on Sunrise.
Dramatic video of a teenage lifeguard rescuing a young swimmer has drawn national attention. This video of the ocean rescue at Seabright State Beach in Santa Cruz, California. Over the weekend, you see the 16-year-old lifeguard battling a massive wave after wave to bring the young boy to safety. After a relentless fight against the waves, another lifeguard joined the effort, and together they brought the boy safely back to shore. Now President Trump wants to honor the lifeguard and his family at the White House. A North Texas fisherman owes his life to a few things: a life jacket, an Apple Watch, quick thinking, and a kill switch. Stephen Otto was launching for a bass fishing tournament on Lake Tawakoni Saturday morning when a submerged tree struck his boat. The impact ejected him into the water and sent his boat drifting away. Otto managed to grab his floating life jacket and stay afloat, then used his Apple Watch to call for help. Texas game wardens found him after more than 3 hours in the water. He survived with bruises, cuts, and a likely concussion. A squirrel wanting to get on the action ran onto the field during the Orioles-Tigers baseball game in Detroit. The squirrel's dash across the Comerica field included a quick run-in with a bird before it kept racing around the field. After about a full inning of circling the ballpark and refusing to be corralled by players, reinforcements were called. After many fake-out moves from the squirrel and towel attempts to wrap the squirrel up, the pursuit came to an end. And the finalists for this year's International Pet Photography Awards have been unveiled. And boy, do they have some catitude. That's the title of one of the entries. They include plenty of cats and dogs, and there's also lots of horses and other animals. There are dozens of categories. An international panel of specialist animal photographers and expert judges evaluated the entries. This year's competition received more than 4,200 entries from 48 nations. Refugio takes action against its city attorney by raising questions about his performance. Stay with us. Another half hour of 25 News Now Sunrise up next.